Hello, Cosmic Soul. I am Laura Tio. I am Soulful Business Mentor, astrologer, and Akashic Records consultant. And today we're going to be talking about why you feel stuck in your career and what is your soul really asking you to do. If you are feeling stuck in your career, maybe you have lost motivation. You feel like you don't belong. You feel like you are in the wrong place, doing the wrong things. Or maybe just things are not flowing the way you would like them to or how you have planned them to. First, I want you to know this. This is a phase, it's a stage in your life, and you're going to get through this. Everything is going to be okay because I've been there. And when we are feeling like that, sometimes we don't see like another door, and we can be feeling depressed, we can be feeling very bad, and just know that you're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. Because there was a time when I was in that position and I felt all of those things. And I was doing all the right things. I was hitting the goals. I was following the strategy. I was applying logic. Um, I was doing what I needed to do, but inside I felt very disconnected to the position, very disconnected to the company itself. And I was achieving. I was not feeling fulfilled though. And honestly, I also had a case of a very bad manager, but that subject deserves like a video alone. And we're not gonna talk about that part, how bad management can really take you down, pull you down. Um, we're going to talk about that disconnection to what you're doing, to your career, and what is really going on. So, like I said, I was hitting all the goals, but inside I was disconnected to what I was doing and to the position itself, the place, the workplace. So I my turning point was when I hit rock bottom and I burned out. I fell into depression, and I knew, of course, that I needed to do something besides just looking at it strategically or logically. And thank God I do have access to amazing tools that I was able to connect with to pull myself out of that bad stage in my life that really opened a door for much more, honestly. And um, so I used my astrology chart and the all of the astrology tools that I have at hand, and the Akashic Records as well, the story of my soul. And when I started reconnecting to it and checking what was really going on a deeper level, besides, of course, talking to a therapist, um, both things are needed. Like that all of those help me. Then I was able to reconnect to the plan that my soul had, and I was able to connect my soul and my brain in a moment when I was not doing that. So once I really began to realign my career and see it in another way through another perspective and connect to that inner blueprint, that's when everything really also started to make sense again, because I started to make decisions that were also much more aligned. Because the natal chart and the Akashic records, they are not just abstract spiritual ideas. They are containers of the soul's wisdom, your soul's wisdom. And the reality is that the natal chart has an energetic or shows the energetic DNA of the soul. Um, and it reveals the gifts, the values, the talents, and the natural rhythm also on how you're meant to work, to create, and to lead. The Akashic Records, on the other hand, I also use them because it holds a lot of information, of course, as well. I actually see astrology, the astrology techniques or astrology in general to pull out information from the Akashic Records. It's another way because the Akashic Records hold the story of your soul and holds who you are at your essence, and but it also holds memories. It also holds that story that you are able to pull to see then the experiences you have mastered, the experiences you have not mastered, if you have blockages, and what are those things that are really blocking your the expression of your soul at its full potential. You can also access what are the things that your soul decided to live in this lifetime and a higher purpose. And what is the higher purpose behind the paths you have you designed as a soul? So when you feel stuck or stagnant, it's often because you have drifted apart, you have drifted away from that design. And you might be following maybe expectations you might have feared, like I did. You might have been following a path that is not yours, or maybe just logic is more present in your life and you're not giving enough space for intuition to give you directions, the directions of your soul. And then your soul is gently trying to lead you towards that path that is really in alignment with your soul design. So, what I see so often, both in my clients and in my own personal journey, is that stagnation is not the end. Stagnation is not failure. It's really a message. It's really pointing you, telling you that this is not the way. It is your soul saying you have maybe learned and done everything that you needed to do in that particular job. You have learned enough here. Now it's time for you to move to the next chapter. And ignoring that message, ignoring that voice, that inner nudge can really lead to burnout, like it happened to me, to confusion, and even a sense of emptiness, because no amount of external success can replace that inner alignment. But when you reconnect to that originally designed, everything starts to shift. Your energy, your focus, your inspiration, how you feel, they return, because you're finally moving in harmony with who you're meant to be. So realignment doesn't always mean changing your job. This is important, or leaving everything behind, making that cut and being very drastical. It doesn't have to be that way. Sometimes it can be simply about remembering your truth, about bringing your gifts, your values, and your authenticity back into what you do. When you realign with your soul's path, opportunities start to emerge, and you will see opportunities start showing up that actually feel like you. Decisions become clearer, and you begin to experience success in another way, in a way that is not only measurable, but that is also meaningful. So if this message resonates with you, and if you're ready to understand what your soul is truly guiding you towards, um, it I invite you to really experience the Cosmic and Akashic Blueprint consultation, because in this session we explore your natal chart, we explore your Akashic records together. Well, in two different sessions, but I do combine both, because they do pull a lot of information that integrate themselves very well. And we uncover the deeper layers of your purpose, your gifts, and how they relate to your career, or maybe your business path in a way that aligns with your true essence. Because the truth is that your soul already knows. We just forget. Your soul knows the way. And I just help you remember it. So remember, stagnation is not the end of your path. It is your soul whispering, it's time to realign. So thank you very much for listening to this video. Please like and share and subscribe, so it helps me with the growth of the channel. Thank you. And next video, I'm gonna give you an example of a chart, so you can see what are some of the points and the things that I pull out from there, so you can have a better idea. So thank you very much, and see you next time. Take care.